be competing in the floor final. Sadly, no Dominic Cunningham from Great Britain. He is the current champion, out with a leg injury. Dolga Payet, he's the highest qualifier. Great to see Shatilov in there at 32 years old, and a gymnast that you're looking forward to seeing again. He did so well yesterday in the all-round competition. Dalla Loyan.
Oh, he really is one of those gymnasts where he hasn't got a weak event, and so to get to see him again, now he'll be competing. He's going to be not just physically tired, but probably a little bit mentally tired as well going into the apparatus finals today. But Flo, we know it's all about sticking those landings, and he's just an expert, as is the rest of the Russian team, in sticking those landings.
Well, Artem Dolga Payet, he is the highest qualifier as well. I mean, the level of difficulty. You alluded to, not being in there just because of the level of difficulty these days. But yeah, I mean, superb difficulty and an incredible gymnast on floor.
Absolutely, and I think over the years now, he's a gymnast everyone could see there was definitely a lot of potential into the future, but perhaps consistency held him back a little bit, and I think now he's got that experience competing in these different finals, not quite so erratic with his tumbling as he perhaps was a few years ago, and he's really starting to settle now into a real expert and a strong contender for medal, not just at Europeans but also on the World Championship level as well.
And just quickly, Beth, a word on what the judges are looking for, as a floor world champion yourself, in the ideal men's floor routine.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for huge, obviously, tumbles. Some of these lads are going to be performing triple back, so that's obviously amazing. Then they're going to be looking for, obviously, those landings that Christian's talked about, making sure that there's no steps. But they're going to be jam-packed with lots of different tumbles. They've got to have double somersaults, twisting somersaults, connecting somersaults. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting final.
Well, let's sit back, be thankful that some of us aren't competing, and just enjoy the men's floor final with Christine Still and Craig Heath.
Next onto the floor, representing Israel, will be Artem Dolga Payet. Silver in 2017 in the World Championships and a silver in the Europeans in 2018.
And watch carefully this big opening tumble. Oh, double front somersault with 1.5 twist, but he bounced out. Very nice control on that second huge tumble. Double twisting, double back. He's so aware of where his body is in the air. We call it spatial awareness. He's so aware in space. Wow. Huge twisting combination. If you can link two very difficult tumbles together like that, you'll be getting bonuses. And he's really shown us wonderful tumbling, both forwards and backwards, and what a stylish gymnast as well. Held the legs beautifully straight. Quick look across to check the time. Here's the bell. This will be the final tumble. Needs another big one. Double front, a full twisting, double back. He goes half in, double front with a half out. Just that little bounce out at the beginning, but great performance there. He posted a difficulty score of 6.4 in qualification.
Well, I like this routine a lot. It has a bit of everything, but this is the opening tumble. The double front somersault with the 1.5 twist. Just a little edge out the floor. So pick up a line penalty there, but you can see there, maybe 0.3. Both feet were out. But then some of the other tumbles there, the double twisting, double back in the tuck position. Super height, spots the floor. And as you said, Christine, beautiful spatial awareness there. Plenty of time. Judges are looking for the position of the feet on landing. Must click those heels together. And that's the final tumble. Score comes in. Dolga Payet, 14.9. With a 0.1 penalty.
Didn't say that, Craig. Just a 0.1 penalty there. Only 1 foot out. So 8 gymnasts in this final. We've seen 2. This is the 3rd from Switzerland, Benjamin Gisard.
Qualified in 3rd spot for this final. Big opening tumble, straight front, 2.5 twist. And favours the forward tumble again. Double front somersault with a half turn. And can go backwards equally as good. Double twisting, double back for good measure. Beautiful control there. Connecting the double twist to the straight front half turn. And again, so precise on the landings. This is where gymnasts normally rack up deductions, little hops, but so far, Gisard is going extremely well. There, precise on the double twist. Slight glance there at the clock. Can he finish strong? Stands up for the triple twist. Well, I think that will definitely lay a challenge.
He was adrift from the leaders on difficulty 6 as opposed to the top one with 6.5, but he certainly didn't give anything away. Launches up into the double front somersault with the half turn. Cleverly jumps out of the landing because he was rotating backwards a little bit, but he covered it up very well indeed. This, the non-acrobatic element, the gymnasts have to include that, but it was a very clean routine. He's an experienced gymnast and showed it very much here. Linking those difficult twists together. Can see the power from the round off. He launches up, arms flare out to make that secure landing. You have to lift up, wrap in, bring them out to land. You can often say to young gymnasts, the arms are like a parachute. They come out to slow you down as you land. But you have to take them up to set up. This is the final tumble, the triple twist. Just the step back, you could see. Nicely round those feet. He's a happy chap there.
Score comes in 14.5 for Gisard into 2nd. European champion back in 2013 for Israel is Alexander Shatilov.
And has consistently been a medalist at the Europeans. And that's how you land a double pike front somersault. A tall gymnast has to be very efficient. Just a little step. The judges will deduct 0.1 from that, 10 points for execution. Oh, he used every centimetre of the floor area there to squeeze in that double twisting double back. 1.5 to the full, 3 somersaults in a row. You have to generate speed through the tumble. Lovely style on the double twist. And actually, Shatilov competed in the all-around competition. He won himself a place for the final, but withdrew in favour of a day's rest so that he could be at his best here for the floor. He's been good so far. This he needs to nail. Full twisting double back and nail, he does. Bends the legs to land, snaps the heels together. A very strong performance for a medal there.
Well, using every ounce of experience. Impressive opening tumble. Handspring into the double pike front somersault. Real variety and repertoire of skills. Almost looked like he landed on a bit of a straight leg there, did well to recover. But not only multiple twists, but multiple somersaults with twist, double twisting, double back. Right on the line there. Be for the judges to decide, did his heel go out?
I think he just kept it in, Craig.
I think he did. The oldest competitor by far in this floor final, 32 years of age. An impressive last tumble as well, full twisting double back. And score comes in, Shatilov, 14.366, puts him into third place so far.
Well, difficulty down on qualification, only a 5-7. So Dmitry Lankin from Russia, he's the gymnast who's kept the all-around champion Nagorny out of this floor final. Only 2 people per country, and Nagorny, although he won last night, was the 3rd highest of the Russians in qualification. So this is Dmitry Lankin's big moment here.
Prepare to be entertained. Straight into a triple back somersault opening tumble. And again, wraps in the twist there with that connection. One acrobatic element to another, that builds the difficulty. All from a round off and wraps in again there. Beautiful control, out with the double twist in the straight front. Connection there, makes it look so easy on the floor. Lifts into the Japanese handstand. Held parts must be 2 seconds. Got to finish the routine. Stands up into the triple twist. What a solid performance from Dmitry Lankin.
Well, this routine had everything. He shows us such variety of skills. Look at this, 3 double backs and just 3 somersaults, a triple back. But then he goes back and does this fantastic 3.5 twist into full twisting straight front. He really can mix it up. He can twist unbelievably. That's a 4 twist. That's a quad twist. Just imagine how fixed your body needs to be to know where you are when doing all these multiple twists. So that's how he builds this difficulty, and his difficulty score was 6.5 in qualification. If he's credited with all those skills, that's what it'll be again. If you think the previous gymnast was a 5.7, he's taking 0.7 in difficulty above the gymnast that went before him. So he can't quite manage to cope with a fall, but he can with a bit of an error, an odd step. And 14.8 only gives him the second position, a 0.1 penalty, so actually it was out. Craig, just that 0.1 out, and it puts him into second position.
Next up on floor, 5th in the all-around for Turkey, is Ahmet Onda.
A beautifully stylish gymnast. Double straight somersault with twist. Really performs with style. Legs are always tightened together. Lovely twisting series there. All these gymnasts are so well prepared. Double twisting, double back. They make everything look so easy. It's only the tiniest of errors that separates them. And really how many twists or how many somersaults they can link together to get these precious bonus points. Oh, was that a little step back? Because that was on a relatively straightforward skill. Lovely control in the handstand. Hours of practice, not only of the dynamic skills, but the ability to balance. Here it comes. It's been a great routine so far, full twisting double back, but that was a little bit flat and low. One of the few gymnasts that did the all around as well, and he looks just a little bit tired after competing yesterday as well. Fifth all around in the men's competition yesterday, so an impressive result already.
Such a powerful gymnast. There's the opening tumble. Double twisting, double back in the straight position. The force through the ankles and the legs on takeoff and landing. Double twist into the straight front half turn. No problem with that tumble at all. We've certainly been impressed by these Turkish gymnasts in these championships. They're connected into the straight front full twist, managed to stay inside the floor there. The question is, I think this is what we thought was the relatively easier pass in 1.5, 1.5. Maybe he stayed in as long as his foot doesn't go over the line. And final tumble, full twisting double back, and chest down, but 3 days of competition maybe starting to take its toll for some of these all-around competitors.
And there's the score, 14.1, no penalty, but execution was down with the big step on that final tumble, puts him in fifth at the moment. So Arta Dalaloyan, second all-around yesterday.
Watch this, very impressive. Combines the two elements. Powers into the straight front, into the double pike front somersault. Judges are looking for no leg separation on the elements there. You see he clicks the heels together. This routine is packed with difficulty, no problem there. Qualified in second place. So if we can match the qualification score, he could go into the lead. Showing his ability in splits. The Japanese handstand must be held for 2 seconds. And a little bit of a wobble there. Final tumble. Stands up, triple twist all the way around. Well, for me, it's the best floor routine we've seen so far. She agrees as well.
I was going to say that, Craig, absolutely, me as well. That was the crispest routine. And you know, I read an interview with him last night saying that the silver medal he got yesterday he was thrilled with. He worked clean both competitions and he was absolutely delighted to have done that. And this was pretty immaculate work. That natural style, his legs never falter, doesn't have to rush fast. He's got such wonderful technique, such awareness of where the floor is and where he is in the air. Each landing, the floor never hits him, he lands on it. Bends the knees at exactly the right moment, and it's a very fast-paced routine, so he can really put lots in. Of course, the men add their best, their most difficult 10 moves to create their difficulty score. Hugely strong. Wraps in so well for that triple twist. Little bounce back was probably the only little bounce out of any tumble. And 15.1, the judges agreed with us as well. There's only 15 we've seen so far in this floor final. A 6-2 difficulty, but it was his execution that gave it to him. Puts him in the lead.
Final competitor in this European floor final, representing Spain, is Redele Zapata.
Very exciting, dynamic performer. Little hop into that double front somersault. And handspring double pike front with half out. Another gymnast who lands so well. The double front with the half turn out. He's favoured very much the forward movements. Here comes the backwards. Oh, and a little bound on the landing there. He's got a very unusual technique into his round off, but this is a routine that's bounding with energy. In the past, his problem has been controlling the energy, keeping the concentration right to the end. Very good twisting series. We've seen now great twisting as well as great rotating. Everybody willing him into this big tumble, double straight to finish, step just about inside. That was a very exciting routine, but I think there'll just be a couple of steps on landing that keep him out the medals. I don't know what you think, Craig.
Yeah, I think so, Christine. The bounce back on one of the tumbles, and I think probably his heel went over that line as well, which will be a .1. But you know what? Such an exciting performer. Very heavy at the start on the forward elements. And you say this unusual technique into the handspring with the high hurdle step. But opting, there you can see, for the double front somersaults with the half turn. And this is obviously a lot easier to spot the floor and the landing. There again, the double front somersault with half turn. Judges can deduct if they think the chest is too far down. They want to see the chest upright. See, that's where his chest was down a little bit and he got a kickback from the floor. So that could be a .3. Such a powerful, dynamic gymnast. And score comes in for Redele Zapata, 14.466. So them few little bouncers kept him out the medals, Christine.
They did indeed, but it's been a great final. So here's the confirmation. Della Lion takes the gold medal this time on floor. Dolka Bayat for Israel, the silver, and Dmitry Lankin for Russia, the bronze. A great floor final.
And he'll be absolutely over the moon with that gold. The best he's got in the floor final is a bronze. But yeah, it's a very exclusive club, that 15. Just getting over there. We're going to see quite a few, obviously, with the specialists today. But these days, so difficult to get to that magical 15, Christian.
Oh, it is. And I think when you watch those floor routines, especially Dallin, he was just so precise and he just compact with those tumbles, and he's able just to spot the floor with his spatial awareness. really just does not give anything away to the judges. And when you've got that level of difficulty,
Yeah.
and aesthetically, he's very good to watch as well. So again, the execution is as good as it's going to get. It really is just a joy and pleasure to watch him on the floor.
Yeah, and as a floor champion yourself then, I mean, how do you construct a routine? Because obviously you want to be working with the cord in the way that you know, the moves that you can do best, but how do you actually go about, you know, the choreography and the style of it, if you like?
Well, again, I think a lot of it is if you're perhaps implementing a new skill into your routine, generally you'll want that towards the start of it, so you're a little bit more fresh. You also want to try and work the skills that you feel a little bit more comfortable with, perhaps the skills that you find easier to stick the landings of. So there's lots and lots of different, I guess, tactics that you can try and implement and bring on board to construct your routine. But then to go out there and actually do it in a competition, in an event final, is very, very different to training.
Well, maybe you can talk about this between you, because Dimitri Lankin, he executed the triple back here. Now, how do you work up to doing a triple back?
Yeah, and also during apparatus finals, it's so high, his spatial awareness to be able to perform that. But they will have had a couple of hours warm up on that floor area, then they will have had to go into a back gym and then come straight out and perform it. So he wouldn't have had maybe a touch on that floor for over an hour before he gets to do it. So they will have had to train that at their home gyms to